A bit of a shock to the system this week, cold and wintry for all of us. Frosty, icy nights with a mixture of sunshine as well as some rain turning to sleet and snow for some of us in the next 24 to 48 hours. Numerous winter hazards expected as the week wears on. Already warnings in place for ice and snow for some of us. This is the earlier satellite and radar picture, the best of the sunshine across these southern locations, elsewhere more cloud cover. And we've got some wet weather through the course of the day. Some of this rain giving some sleet and snow, particularly across higher ground of Scotland. A very wintry scene here. And here we'll see the coldest air. That Arctic air already making its presence felt. Temperatures very much on the low side, just 4 or 5 degrees above freezing. Otherwise, the cold air sinking in through the course of the day. And we'll see showers and longer downpours, keeping it quite soggy. And then tonight, as temperatures fall, freezing and frosty. And as this rain sinks its way south, we'll see some sleet and snow in places, particularly across higher ground into the small hours. A shock to the system for all of us this week. Frosty and icy as temperatures fall. Sparkling autumn sunshine, beautifully clear and crisp with rain, sleet and snow depending on where you are. We've got numerous winter hazards to be aware of as the week continues, and ice and snow warnings already in place in the most prone locations. The bitter Arctic air plunging its way from north to south in the next few days and nights. A biting, bitter wind chill likely. Wet, wintry conditions for some of us, but also clear and crisp with some sparkling sunshine. And we very much stay in the deep freeze for the time being. Frozen ground with frost and ice, barely above freezing by day, well below freezing by night. And wet, wintry conditions in the next few hours. Much of the snow falling across higher ground of northern England, Northern Ireland and Scotland. As for England and Wales, much of the snow likely across higher ground of Wales, the Midlands and the home counties of the southeast through the Chilterns and the Downs, but it's unlikely to settle. It'll give quite poor conditions through the morning, rush hour mind you, with the poor visibility from the rain, sleet and snow. And for all of us, bitterly cold, barely above freezing in towns and cities, lower in the countryside with frost and ice first thing, particularly through Scotland, Northern England and Northern Ireland. Staying dull and damp across the southeast for a time, a lot of cloud in the east. We've got blustery showers rolling in on those keen northerly winds. A wintry mix of hail, sleet and snow, mostly rain for the coast. Otherwise, sparkling sunshine, beautifully bright, but feeling terribly cold. Just 3 or 4 degrees above freezing for some of us, and we'll have a biting northerly wind chill as well. Cold and wintry, a shock to the system this week. Frosty and icy nights, sparkling sunshine, but also some rain, sleet and snow. Lots of winter hazards to be aware of. Warnings already in place for ice and snow for the most prone locations, and a wintry wet mix overnight. Much of the snow falling across higher ground of Scotland, Northern England and Northern Ireland, blowing snow across the highest routes. Further south, much of the snow will be a little shorter lived through the higher ground of Wales, the Midlands and the home counties. Transient, short-lived wintry conditions across the Chilterns and the Downs. All of this coinciding with the morning rush hour, and for all of us terribly cold. A biting northerly wind adding to that cold feel. Frosty and icy first thing, particularly across parts of Scotland, Northern England and Northern Ireland. And after a soggy start across the southeast, slowly improving here, we'll see a fair few blustery showers rolling in on those biting northerly winds, something of a wind chill. Temperatures just a few degrees above freezing, but there will be some sparkling sunshine.